All right, so my name is Chad Kaysen. Thank you for taking a second to join me today. Basically, the question for today is, what are my Medicare options? So if you're turning 65 soon, going to be going on to Medicare, you need to know what options are available to you. There's basically two main ways that you can get your Medicare coverage. And in this video, I'm going to break that down for you. And hopefully by the end, you'll have a better understanding where to go next. All right, so stay tuned. Thank you.
Okay, so what we're looking at here is the Guide to Medicare New Booklet, 2016 edition. This is the cover of it. This book is put out annually by Medicare and the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Okay, and so we're going to be referring to this booklet today. If you're watching this video in a different year, then you would want to refer to that current year booklet. But again, every year they put this booklet out. It has all the current updates for Medicare in it, as well as anything you wanted to know about Medicare, Medicare Supplement insurance, Medicare Advantage coverage, Part D drug plans. All of that is in this booklet here. Okay, so what we're going to talk about here is there's only two main ways or two main choices on how you get your Medicare coverage. And so if you have a 2016 Guide to Medicare New booklet, you can see this on page 17. All right, so it really makes it easy. I mean, you only have two options to choose from. Step one is decide how you want to get your Medicare. Well, do you want to get it through original Medicare or do you want to get it through a Medicare Advantage plan? You're saying, well, what's the difference? Well, original Medicare is Part A and Part B. That's Part A is your hospital, Part B is your medical insurance. So if you decide that you want to go with original Medicare, you would move to step two and decide that if you wanted to add prescription drug coverage to that, which is also called Part D. Okay, and then once you add your Part D drug coverage, you would go to step three, which is deciding if you want a supplement plan, Medicare supplement plan, to pay the costs that are not covered by original Medicare Part A and Part B. So Medicare supplement insurance is also known as Medigap. Okay, and it pays the 20% coinsurance that Medicare doesn't pay, as well as the Medicare deductibles. Okay, so you would be finished at that point. Part A, Part B, Part D drug coverage, Medicare supplement, you're done. Okay, if you want to look at a Medicare Advantage plan, that's called Part C. It's like an HMO, excuse me, or a PPO. It combines the Part A, hospital, Part B, medical, and usually the drug coverage all in one. So you really can skip step two and just go on down to step three. But again, you can skip step three because when you're in a Medicare Advantage plan, you don't need to do anything else. It has all your coverage in there, and you actually cannot be sold a Medicare supplement policy if you're in a Medicare Advantage plan. So it's either original Medicare or a Medicare Advantage plan. Okay, those are your two main ways. Let's look at both of them side by side here a little bit more. Original Medicare, that includes Part A, hospital, and Part B, medical. As you can see, Medicare provides this coverage directly to you. Okay, you have the choice of your doctors, hospitals, and other providers that accept Medicare. There are no networks at all. Generally, you, or if you have Medicare supplement coverage, would pay that 20% coinsurance and deductibles. Okay. In addition, you usually pay a monthly premium for your Part B. Okay, the 2016 average Part B monthly premium is $121.80. And if you're collecting Social Security, this will usually be drafted out of your Social Security. Okay, so if you went with the original Medicare route, you would pay your, most likely you'll have Part A, which is your hospital, for free. You won't pay anything for that, but then you'll pay the Part B premium, which everybody on Medicare has to pay. And it could be a little bit different depending on your situation, but most people in 2016 will pay $121.80. All right, and then in addition to that, you would pay your Medicare supplement premium and then your Part D drug plan premium. Okay. Now, if you're looking at a Medicare Advantage plan, Part C, again, that includes your Part A and your Part B. Now, this coverage is provided by private insurance companies that are approved by Medicare. Okay. In most plans, you've got to use their plan doctors, their hospitals, or their providers. Otherwise you may pay more or all of the costs. You pay a monthly premium for this Medicare Advantage coverage. In addition, again, to that $121.80, if that's what your Part B is. In addition to that, you'll pay any co-payments or any other co-insurance that's not covered by the Medicare Advantage plan. So you'll pay cost, extra coverage, and the rules can vary by plan. So costs vary by plan, and rules vary by plan. You have to live in the plan service area, and again, you got to follow all of their rules. Okay. And on the next page is going to be a little bit more detailed comparison. So as you can see here, the concerns that we hear a lot about, concerns from our senior clients are, on the left side you see there, restrictive network of doctors and hospitals. Okay, Medicare supplement coverage, you're not going to have to worry about that at all. Okay, with Medicare Advantage plan, you got to follow their rules. You got to use their hospitals. You got to use their doctors and that sort of thing. Okay, co-payments to providers for every service or procedure with a Medicare Supplement plan, you're not going to have to worry about that at all. Okay, depending on the Medicare Supplement plan, there's one that has like a $20 co-payment for certain services. But again, with the Medicare Supplement, that's not going to be an issue. With Medicare Advantage, you will basically have a co-payment for everything that you do, whether it's a doctor's visit, an ambulance, a hospital stay, whatever it is. Up to a $6,700 yearly out-of-pocket. On the Medicare supplements, no, you're not going to have to worry about that. On Medicare Advantage, yes. Most Medicare Advantage plans have a maximum out-of-pocket of up to $6,700 or lower. Health plan decides what tests and procedures are approved for you. Medicare supplement, no, that's not something that you're going to have to worry about. Medicare Advantage, yes. Can your plan be canceled? No, not with a Medicare supplement. The plan cannot be canceled as long as the premiums are paid. It's guaranteed renewable for life. The Medicare Advantage plans, however, they are approved yearly and they can be dropped. Ability to travel the country and use any doctor or hospital. With Medicare Supplement, yes, you do have that ability. With Medicare Advantage, no, you do not. Okay? Depending on the plan, I mean, obviously you'll always be covered for emergency care. Is pre-certification required for some treatments? No, not with Medicare Supplements. If it's considered a Medicare-approved charge, which is typically anything that's medically necessary, then Medicare will approve it, and then your Medicare supplement will pay what it's supposed to pay. Okay, so you're not going to have to worry about any pre-certifications or anything like that. With the Medicare Advantage, yes, penalties apply if pre-certification is not done. And then also other, places like MD Anderson or the Mayo Clinic. With Medicare supplements, there are no networks, so you can go to any of those. Depending on the Medicare Advantage plan, you may not be able to go to MD Anderson or the Mayo Clinic. Okay, depending on, or any other type of facilities similar to that. Okay, so it just depends on the Medicare Advantage plan that you have. So it really just comes down to how you prefer to get your care. Okay, what makes you sleep the best at night? Okay, Medicare supplement plans have a monthly premium in addition to the Medicare Part B premium that we talked about. Okay, they provide a fixed cost each month and no surprises. Medicare Advantage plans, they can have a monthly premium as well in addition to that Part B premium that we talked about, but they're typically much less than a Medicare supplement plan. And the reason why is when you join a Medicare Advantage plan, Medicare pays a fixed amount for your coverage each month to the companies that are offering those Medicare Advantage plans. So they're getting all this money on the front end, and so that's how they can actually charge less or even zero for some of these Medicare Advantage plans. Okay, so considering a Medicare Advantage plan to save money, well, consider this: the clients that we help are usually on a fixed income. Okay, so this means that our clients, they don't like surprises with their health plan. Okay, with a Medicare supplement policy, you have a consistent monthly premium. With a Medicare Advantage plan, you could have a big surprise when you need hospital services. All right, so once you decide how you're going to get your coverage, whether it's original Medicare, adding a Part D drug plan to it, and then adding a Medicare supplement plan to cover what Medicare doesn't cover, or a Medicare Advantage plan where you get your Part A and your Part B and your Part D drug coverage all included with one plan, once you decide which one that you like the best, then that's when we can help you find the best value plan, okay? And our service is free. We are completely independent in our recommendations. We take into account company background, rate increase history, stability in the marketplace, as well as the current rates. We can help you see what is available, and again, at no cost. Our service is free. Our insurance agency, we are a one-stop shop insurance agency. We have access to all the top Medicare supplement plans, Medicare Advantage plans, as well as the Part D drug plans. And sure, I mean, you could go direct to any insurance company, although you'd forgo the service of an independent agent like myself, whose only job is to look out for your interest, not only in the first year, as you're turning 65 or going on to Medicare, but each year after that as well. And many seniors do go straight to an insurance company. And then, they're not privy to the new information in the marketplace, as well as the opportunities to save money versus your future renewal increases in the years to come and that sort of thing. So this is not advisable. And remember, the services of somebody like myself, we build a relationship with you, we get to know you. It's always free to you. Okay? It doesn't cost you any more to work with somebody like myself. All right, so for more information on Medicare supplement insurance or Medicare Advantage plans and which one is right for your situation, rates, if you want rates as well, all you have to do is give me a call. My number is 888-901-4870. You'll speak directly with me, 888-901-4870. You can also email me, chad@lifelonginsurance.com. And then below this video, there should be a link where you can submit your email, and I can reach out to you that way as well. So we look forward to hearing from you. And again, thank you for taking a moment to watch this video.
All right, there you have it. Those are the two main ways that you can get your Medicare coverage. So if you'd like some more information and even some rates on the different plans and options that are available to you, all you have to do is click the link below, fill out your information, and I'll be reaching out to you. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.